Welcome to Denver, Colorado football fans. A great look at Empower Field here in Mile High Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
From the gun, Goff. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 27. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
On 1st down, it's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go play action with Goff. Wright reels it in. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
6 defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on third down. They'll throw, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on third down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Jack Fox on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, second and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first and 10, here's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43.
Goff off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback with his renounce, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Play action here with Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
St. Brown. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Dumped off to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here comes the Bronco offense. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Nick's now to throw. Mims with the grab. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Nix holds on to it. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's got it on the bootleg. Hauled in left side. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Fights his way through a tackle. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Lions out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Again, it's Gibbs. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. That's complete to Sloan. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
9 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down throw from Goff. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They motion the tight end over. Goff on 3rd. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. It's close and no good. It connects with that left upright. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Design bootleg here. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
3rd down, run by Dobbins. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Here we go with Dobbins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Nix looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. So, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. So they get dings for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they take the field with nothing to show from their last series, Brock. Gotta imagine they're pretty upset with how it ended.
Yeah, and the only way to flush that feeling, and the good teams do this, is to go down and make sure your kicker's not attempting a field goal, but an extra point on this drive.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There defensively.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Goff now, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Vontae Maddox comes up with it. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Derek Barnes on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll air it out on 3rd. Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Motioning Williams left. Goff off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Sending the tight end in motion left. Throwing is gone. Dumped off to his running back. He'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He was looking Isaac TeSlaw's way. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nick Snad, a throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Complete to Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
There's Goff on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Broncos 40-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And our first half ends with 3 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Nix. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. Their route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They send a tight end in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Ball's backed up. Now they've got 2nd and 7. They'll run here following the penalty. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Coming up to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap here to go. It's on target to Williams. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Five still to go here. This is second down. Montgomery now up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Broncos go with a dime look here on third down. Here's Gall. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go for it. Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, they put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down
now, ball at the 39-yard line. Montgomery gets it from the gun. A lot of space ahead. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with fourth and goal.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Keeps away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Broncos offense all set to go. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 22, and that'll be good for a Denver first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Has it in close. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Complete to Marvin Mims. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a
This is
yard.
one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. They try to set the screen. Dobbins. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Running it after the penalty. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Nix from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Dobbins does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game.
Broncos 8.
All right, with that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. So this drive a chance to get it back up to a 2-score game. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Off play action, Goff. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
From the gun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Goff now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Punting unit out now. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So here comes the Bronco offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nicks. Completed to his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. New set of downs for him from the 46. Nicks with it on 1st. Now That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Nix. Catch made. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's got it. But the Broncos will get it back. Whew, heads up play to recover that one. All set now. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to slide to almost, for the moment, it's a gain. But we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Nix to throw again. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they face 2nd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That's completed right side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Now Nix. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 now from the 30. Goff off the play action. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Brandon Jones on the cover.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Sending a receiver left. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. This is Montgomery running right. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
On first down, it's Goff. That's to Laporta again. They get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
Goff setting to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal. Off play action. Goff. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, the big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Nick's off the play action. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. They've got first down from the 31. They give it to Montgomery to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Goff has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be first down, Detroit.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Here's Goff on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Complete left side. It's just long. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Goff to the air now. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
And it's fourth down.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This a 48-yard look for him. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the in route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Avonte Maddox on the coverage.
They'll throw again. Nix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he is to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
A 56-yard attempt.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They get in on the ground here with Montgomery. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
At his 48-yard line.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. They give up the gut to Montgomery. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Jack Fox will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one is out of bounds. No return on the kick. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And a standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, it's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Connects on the crosser. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Here he goes, one final shot. Makes the catch. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. So the Lions get the win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Denver.